Politics has been degenerating into a swamp for years, and it looks like it's not only getting worse, but picking up speed. When I say politics, I mean all sides. This affects everyone on all sides. I'm basically speaking about the candidates who are up for election, but specifically, once they are elected, they choose staff members who are just the bottom of the barrel. Let's back up a few years and talk about Trump's choices. We're going to start with Trump because I want to show him being fair to both sides. John Bolton was National Security Advisor. I heard there was never a war he didn't like. Bolton is widely considered a foreign policy hawk and is an advocate for military action and regime change by the U.S. in Iran, Syria, Libya, Venezuela, Cuba, Yemen, North Korea, etc., etc. Let's just say he never found a war he didn't like. He worked for Trump for a bit, but I'm convinced he was working against Trump the whole time, as he has recently come out as opposed to supporting Trump's new candidacy and even wrote a book about his time in the Trump White House. It wasn't kind. Then, let's not forget Secretary of the Treasury, Steven Mnuchin. He was best known to me as the guy who financed the Suicide Squad movie before he became the man in charge of all of the money in USA. But back in 2005, he was on the board of directors for Sears, which went bankrupt. He was sued for asset stripping on his way out. Stealing the silverware from the Titanic might be a good analogy. But before that, he was on the board of directors for Kmart. Also went bankrupt while he was on the board. You seeing a pattern yet? Then Jared Kushner arrived on the scene. Let's just say Trump made some bad choices. But I also mentioned that it is getting worse, and that brings us to Biden's choices. He didn't choose corrupt people to fill White House. He went in another direction. Wokety woke. He never met a diversity hire he didn't like. Well, we got Rachel Levine, the first trans admiral secretary for health. I don't know. His position is that it's okay for young children to become trans at any age, and medical intervention is perfectly okay. Yuck. Cringe Jean-Pierre, the first gay, lesbian, black press secretary. It doesn't matter that she can't answer any questions, isn't up to date on news, or even aware of what Biden had stated in a public event earlier that same day. Just look at that brown skin. That's really all that matters. And for God's sake, please focus on who she has sex with, because that is important. Was it ever important to know who previous press secretaries were sleeping with? Shut up, bigot!
I don't have anything. 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 I just don't have anything. I don't have anything. We don't have anything. I just don't have anything. Don't have anything. So I don't have anything. 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 I just don't have anything. I just don't have anything. I don't have anything. Again, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Don't have anything. I don't have anything. I just don't have anything. I 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 don't have.
And we cannot forget the Honorable Diversity Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, who's the first black female Supreme Court justice. I know it must feel nice to be the first black woman on the Supreme Court. But does it really count if you can't define what a woman is? Maybe she's just the first black Supreme Court justice. You know, if you forget about Thurgood Marshall and Clarence Thomas. I'm sure they won't mind taking a back seat on the bus. Ooh, I could have phrased that better. But the highlight of the story is Sam Brinton. Who is Sam Brinton? Well, they're calling him the nuclear energy expert at the Department of Energy. He's in charge of nuclear waste and disposal or something like that. I said the choices are getting worse, and here's why I say that. Not only is he gender fluid, which means he can be a she at any moment. I'm just going to refer to Sam as him because, well, I don't recognize his ability to choose my words for me. He can be seen with a shaved head and a mustache in many pics, but also wearing a dress and wildly unnatural colored lipstick. There's nothing wrong with this behavior. I'm not sure he's qualified to be a nuclear expert, and it's a little difficult to take him seriously, but here we are. Now, he's married to a man, and according to an interview, They told Metro Weekly they're animal role-play enthusiasts. Again, no big deal if that's your thing, but I'm not sure how that makes them qualified for the job. But apparently you need to hear about it for diversity or some such nonsense. When you get people that are on the fringe of society, they just act differently from most people. Fringe people don't like to follow rules and norms of other people. I am being very careful not to say normal people or regular people or anything demeaning. You can make these choices. It's not illegal. It's just different. Now, underage prostitution is illegal, like when in 2015 he supported the underage gay prostitution website rentboy.com, but I digress. So earlier today, in keeping with not wanting to follow rules, he was arrested for stealing over $2,300 worth of luggage and clothing from a baggage carousel at an airport in Minnesota. According to court filings, surveillance footage showed Brinton taking the luggage, then removing its tag identifying the owner before leaving the airport. Brinton was observed using the luggage during at least 2 other trips to Washington, D.C. on September 18th and October 9th. When a police officer called Brinton on October 9th for questioning, Brinton confirmed that he still possessed the suitcase, but then claimed it was his. Quote, "If I had taken the wrong bag, I'm happy to return it, but I don't have any clothes for another individual," Brinton told the officer, adding, quote, "That was my clothes when I opened the bag," end quote. 2 hours later, Brinton called back and apologized for not being completely honest, adding that taking the wrong bag was a mistake because he was tired. As long as it's someone else's fault, that's okay, I was tired. In other court documents, he stated that he left the original owner's clothing in the drawers of a hotel room. He's being charged with felony theft, which can potentially be 5 years in prison, a $10,000 fine, or both. Now, correlation is not causation, but when you hire a bunch of weirdos, don't be surprised if you get weird stuff. See, just a pile of weirdos and a collection of degenerates in the government. It's getting worse, and they keep picking the worst of the worst for some reason. There is good news. We are getting close to the end. Caligula married a horse. Soon we might have a horse nominated to the Supreme Court. Or worse, I bet we get a furry as Secretary of Agriculture by the end of the year. Enjoy the decline. Hit subscribe and laugh with me all the way down. I'll try to make it as fun as I can. Seriously, do the like and subscribe thing. I got another video coming later, so I'll see you soon.